The following audio is via a Skype call. Welcome to the Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul. Your dynamic host and founder, Sue Lundquist, will bring you her own intuitive talents and gifts for co-creating, healing, and teaching. Her show, The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul, is focused on bringing you to a higher place each week where you can leave the hustle of life at the door. So pull up a chair and join us for The Gratitude Cafe, positive radio to feed your soul.
She's always right here when you need her. Benny Boo!
What up? Good morning. Good morning.
It is a fantastic morning. Good morning, camera. Good morning, international world. How are you? Oh, all of my international people. Canada, Belgium, Mexico.
It's been a big week already. And it just started. The month
Benny,
just started.
speaking of Mexico.
Yes. Hey, Sue.
Yes!
How was your last week?
It was so good. For all of you who do not know, I was in Cabo, and it was delicious and yummy and fun. And
You ate the entire country?
yes, I love it. Well, I'm going to Mexico City at the end of the month for some business. And some-
Right, quote unquote business.
well, there is business that is going to happen, but there is some play stuff in there. Dr.
Sure.
Joe will be down there. Greg
Yay,
Braden.
Dr. Joe.
The three amigos, and we're all going down there to play with them, and it's going to be fun. So it's the 4th of July tomorrow for
Yep.
us in the U.S. of A. To our wonderful, beloved Canadians, your day was yesterday?
The day
Or
before,
day
I
before
believe. Yep.
yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah, Monday.
Right.
No, Sunday.
Sunday.
See, I'm
Sunday,
all
Sunday,
confused.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And we'll honor.
Oh, kaboom. Yay!
Wow.
As I view out the window and I see the American flag blowing in the wind, even though we're talking about Canada, but both of us.
I don't know where theirs went, by the way. No disrespect to our beautiful neighbors to the north, but it's not there, right?
What happened to it?
It's been gone for like a month. I don't know.
Oh, maybe they replaced it.
I hope. Maybe they're getting a better one.
Oh. For all of those that are wondering what we're looking at, we've got
I've
this
been wondering-
beautiful studio in the Pacific Northwest in Factoria, and we've got a flagpole that we look out. Go ahead, Ben.
Right. Well, it has nothing really to do with the station itself. It's the building management, the property managers. And it's been missing for like about a month. And I actually commented on a couple of weeks. So I'm like, something's missing here. It's like
Where
our
is
state
our
and then our
flag?
country. And then it's like, we usually have Canada flying.
We do.
So I'll get to the bottom of that.
Okay, get to the bottom of that. That's important.
Because Nadine is chomping at the bit.
Nadine,
Wants to know
welcome,
why.
baby
She wants to know
girl.
why.
I know. I'm like, where's my flag?
Yeah, right? How dare we?
I know.
How dare we?
Dare you?
Let's remind the audience that
Travesty.
We are taking calls today, 1-888-298-5569. Where's my cheat sheet? Just in case I mess up the
know.
numbers. It's not over here.
800.
1-888-298-5569.
Which one is it again? All
1-888-298-5569.
That was a test.
What's the local one?
425-373-5527. It's over
That-
there to your far left.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to get Benny on camera. Look, he's right there. Oh, he missed. There goes a hand. Yes, the hand, the handsome hand. All right, guys. Sue Lundquist here with the Gratitude Cafe. We are taking calls today.
The hottest hand you've ever seen.
The hottest hand we've ever seen. We are taking calls today. And Nadine and I, we love this. I'm so excited to be back in studio today. Obviously, I took last week off because I was on vacation with my daughter and a bunch of other moms and kids. We had a great time in Mexico, in Cabo. Man, if you guys, it is so beautiful. And I know there's been, in the news, everybody's getting so scared because all this stuff is happening. We were so safe. We had a great time. Everything was fine. It just... don't get all wrapped up in that fear. Maybe that's going to be our conversation today. But we had a great time. It was wonderful, and I highly recommend you visiting Cabo. Nadine's on the line. We've also got New York holding. So New York, hang tight. We're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. And remind all of you, audience, 888-298-5569. Nadine, I can hear you in the background, love, so hang on. 1-888-298-5569. And it is the Gratitude Cafe. We're taking calls today. It's a new perspective, new thoughts, new ideas, and of course, a new you. Before we get started, let me remind all of you of one of my other behind-the-scenes superstars, and that's Josh Parkinson with Resonate Brand. Resonate helps you build beautiful mobile-friendly websites, but more importantly, they help you build a web strategy that helps your business attract new customers, grow a following, and get higher in the search listings. And if you want to create an online course or membership that sells automatically without you lifting a finger, they can help you build and sell that too. So contact Resonate Web Leadership for a free consultation and see what options they have for you. Seriously, just go to www.resonateweb.agency. Tell Josh and his team that you heard about him from me, Sue Lundquist. You could call me Super Sue. I was Super Sue in Cabo, Benny. Yes, you got a comment on this.
I can only imagine why, first of all. Second of all, that's kind of expected for you to travel. And thirdly, yeah, I'm sure I want to hear a good story.
Oh,
how'd it come out?
We'll
save it.
We'll save it for off air. No, it was.
It's an off air.
It's an off air, but it was fun. Yeah, no, it's Super Sue.
So you should have borrowed my Superman outfit.
Yes, Super
or have
Sue.
your own.
Or yeah, I think it's coined now. It's Super Sue. And my kids, they laugh because I need to have my own, pump me up kind of stuff. And literally my iPhone, when I connect it or somebody does the airdrop, it says Super Sue's iPhone.
Airdrop? What do you mean airdrop?
Well, on the iPhones, you can share images and stuff like that. And there's airdrop
right.
and yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyways, so if you all are around, you see Super Sue's iPhone, that would be moi. Nadine, welcome, sweetheart.
She's so patient.
I just keep picturing you
So
with
patient.
a cape. That's all I can think
It's
of.
blowing in the
Super Sue.
wind.
I'm like, yeah, there's your cape. There goes Sue. Now you have to wear a cape everywhere you go now.
Yes, let's talk about you, my darling. You and me both doing on-location readings and coaching in Vancouver and Seattle. We are starting to promote that and get our fingers typing and papers ready and press releases going, all of that good stuff. So I'm super excited. We got to find some spots in Vancouver too to host us.
Yes.
So we can support them and they support us too. So that's going to be super exciting. So all of you Canadians that are listening, if you have a wellness center, a yoga center, a spiritual center, we would love to come and do readings and coaching at your event space. So contact me at 206-300-2227 or simply email me at sue@imthankful.com. And Nadine and I would love to come and facilitate some healings and connect people with spirit and do some practical grounded approach coaching as well. Because we are very practical. We live in a 3D world, although we do connect with 5D quite often. Miss Nadine, how was your vacation, love?
Fantastic. I finally got to go in the lake water and go for a swim, even though it was a little bit chilly still. It was
Which
really
lake
nice
is this, honey?
Well, it's just Aquadeo. It's like 30 minutes from where I live.
Yes.
But it's like there's a big lake where all the boats and stuff go, and you can go in the big lake. But then there's like a man-made kind of lake where there's no fish or seaweed or
stuff to freak you out, you mean?
nothing gross to step on. So that's more my style.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I have a problem with seaweed or kelp.
Ugh.
Kelp? Is that the
I
right
just want
kale?
anything-
Kale?
Yeah,
Kelp? Yeah, kelp.
kelp. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
sliming
don't want
around my leg.
anything-
You can
I
eat
don't-
both.
Yes.
I know that. You can eat both.
Yes.
I like to eat it, not step in it.
Yeah, or have it, slime by your leg as you're swimming in water you can't see. Yeah. No, me neither. So your Independence Day was Sunday, correct?
Yeah, it's our Canada Day
Your
celebration.
Canada Day, yep.
I don't know how old we are. I never pay attention, but I think we're pretty old.
You're nice and beautiful and young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a big day. It's just like the 4th of July. It's the same thing. We have fireworks and barbecues and we're at the lake. And, except we're lucky because we got a long weekend.
That's so nice.
Yeah. It was super awesome.
Yeah, ours in the U.S. is falling on a Wednesday. So, you know what, Benny, let's do a disclaimer.
151, by the way.
Oh, Canada?
1867.
Oh,
Well-
yeah, that's right, because last year was a really big one. I remember that.
Yeah.
We already forgot
There,
about
right,
it.
yeah,
We've already
that's right,
forgot
that's
about it.
I partially remember.
Yeah, partially remember.
That'll happen like me tomorrow.
But
Yeah, it's like, I remember the hangover.
yeah.
That's my point. I'll remember half the day tomorrow.
Yeah, that was me in Cabo, and I had a little too much. And it
That's
reminded
Super Sue's
There's
story.
Super
I
Sue's
knew it
story.
would come out.
Of course, I had
See?
to remind myself that I don't do that. My body was like, girl,
Yeah.
no. No.
Never pick up where you left off.
Oh, my heavens. Oh, yeah, no. But what I wanted to say, Benny and I both, disclaimer, safety, make sure you water down the roof, water down your yard. I honestly want it to rain again tonight, overnight, just so Mother Earth is wet. And please put all your animals in, protect them. Do what you need to do to protect those beautiful little creatures and keep them safe for the 4th of July and beyond. Okay, we are going to jump in. Again, folks, we're taking calls, 1-888-298-5569, locally 425-373-5527. If you are going to call in, well, of course you're going to call in, but when you do call in and you want a recording of your reading, make sure that you go to SueLundquist.com/newsletter and you will get it delivered to you to your inbox. If you've got any questions, like some of you have offered before, please go ahead and do that. iTunes world, SoundCloud world, I'd love to hear from you, from all the podcast world too as well. So it's Sue Lundquist and Nadine Greca. We are going to do readings today. We're going to connect you with your loved ones, do some practical coaching, and just quite simply love on you.
We'll be 242, by the way. That's the math for us.
We're 242.
Yeah, we're the older brother.
Wow.
Or older sibling, I should say, depending on how you want to see Canada versus U.S.
We're the older sibling.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, Nadine?
Yeah, holy macaroni.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got over 100 years on you.
I'm feeling nice and young over here.
You're just a baby.
You're just a baby. All right, we are going to jump in, sweetheart. What do you want to jump in? Are you ready to go? Was there anything you wanted to share?
I'm always ready.
Always ready and pumped. All right, looks like our first caller is Kate, and she is from New York. Miss New York, welcome to the Gratitude Cafe. I'm Sue, and please meet Nadine.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Nadine.
Hi, sweetheart. How can we help you today?
I had a question. I had a question about my son. Is my son going to? I can't even explain. How's my son's future? That's all. How's my son's future?
Miss Nadine, do you want to jump in, or do you want me to jump in?
You go first, Sue, because I'm just connecting. It's with her mother on the other side here is coming through. But
why don't we jump in with Mom real quick?
Is your mom's crossed over?
Hello?
Yep. Kate, can you hear us, honey?
I can, yes.
Nadine's question to you is, has your mom crossed over?
Yes, she just did. Yep, in January.
Okay, because she comes through really strong first. Because I know you're asking about your son, but your mom comes in really strong first.
She does.
And she's making me have trouble breathing. So is it something to do with the heart, chest, or lungs?
Her heart and her lungs. Yep.
Her heart. Okay. Because she makes it hard for me to breathe and makes me feel kind of dizzy. But she says, sorry, 1 second. She says, you were always there for me. You were always there for me.
Oh, my God, stop.
Oh,
sorry.
Honey,
I know.
That's beautiful.
And she's crying, your mom, so it kind of makes me emotional because she's emotional. But she's crying, and she says, you were always there for me, and just thank you, thank you, thank you. And she says, I can see you're struggling right now. I can see you're struggling because not only are you grieving the loss of your mother, who's your best friend, and you're feeling lost without her, but now you're going through some difficulties with your son.
I am.
And she says, I'm fully supporting you. Please know that I'm holding your hand like you held mine.
Oh, my God, I held her hand when she died. I can't stop.
Oh.
And she says that nothing was left unsaid between the two of you. She says we said everything to each other. And she also says, I heard you say goodbye and I love you after I passed. Like when she passed, she could still hear you.
I did.
Yeah. And she says, so everything was said. Don't worry. Everything was said. And she also talks about staying with you. After she passed, her spirit actually was around you and you could feel her for a few days after. Does that make sense?
Not really, no. I wanted to feel her, but I didn't really, no.
Okay, well, she was with you. She shows me, because when she shows me you doing things, she's with you, standing beside you the whole way. So she stayed for quite a while after she crossed over. Anyway, she says, the boy will sort it out. The boy will sort it out.
That?
She says, yeah, she says, you need to take a step back. You're being too invasive.
Oh my
Is how-
God! I guess everybody says that. That's so crazy.
Don't
I'm on
enable.
him. My friend called me a
Yeah.
helicopter mom the other day. The kid
Yeah.
isn't 29. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, step back, sweetheart. He's got if you're enabling him, not allowing him to make the choices on his own, you're doing him a disservice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to gain that confidence so he can walk out in the world knowing that he's confident in making choices on his own. And he may fall. That's where us as parents come in and go, "It's okay. We love you still. Let's stand back up again and try it again."
Okay. Okay. Does my
Yeah,
mom know
Mom.
how much
Your
I
mom
miss
said.
her? Does she know how much I miss her?
Oh gosh,
yeah.
of course she does. And she talks about the pictures. So were you recently looking at albums or pictures of her, or you did something,
Yes.
hung
Yep.
hung a picture of her or something?
I have pictures of her all over. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, she shows me pictures all over. She says, "See, I never left the house. I never left the house."
True.
She's got pictures
It's
all
true.
over, and she says you have lots of things of hers that remind you of her, all her favorite things. So she loves that you
Yeah.
kept these things. She says you need to not be so doubtful when it comes to her visiting.
Yes,
She
please.
says you have to open up more, and she says you have to see the signs and things that she's sending, because she says I'm always with
I
you.
try.
Yeah.
I just don't feel her ever. I just don't feel her at all.
But it's
And we
not
were so
necessarily
close.
about feeling her, but she'll send things. Like she could send a bird or a butterfly, or she could play a song, or she could come to you in a dream, or she could send a dime. Like there's different ways that spirits use to communicate with us. So if you find a dime in a really weird random place all by itself, this is Mom.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
and to be open to those miracles. You've got to be
I
open to
am.
those
No, I
miracles.
definitely am.
Yeah.
But anyway, her
crazy.
biggest message to you is to worry about yourself for once. And she says, "Don't worry. I'm watching over him. Everything is fine. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna do things, but there's no serious danger here."
Okay.
Your mom must have an accent, because she talks to me in an accent like a strong New York.
New
You wouldn't know,
York.
but
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
you
y'all
wouldn't know,
New
but I
York
know,
have.
'cause it's an accent to me because I'm
Brooklyn,
Canadian,
New
right?
York.
Yes, that's what I was totally gonna say. She sounds like she's from Brooklyn, like she's talking to me like this.
Talking to me,
She's talking to me, and I'm like, I'm Canadian trying to do it. But it's funny because she's so cute, because she comes to me with this accent. But she says, "You worry too much." That's what she says.
Oh, I love it. Great
yeah,
job.
definitely. Yep.
But her biggest message to you is, "I love you to the moon and back. I love you more than words could ever express."
Oh.
And she just
thank
is so
you.
she's so thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, she says, for everything. You are my best friend.
Yep. That's what she said to me. Yep.
Oh.
And then she says, "Now don't worry about it."
I'm gonna cry.
What a beautiful, loving message. And also let your son have his own wings, sweetheart.
I'm trying.
There's no word is try. There's you
I
just
know.
either you do or you
I
don't.
know.
Put up your
But
boundaries.
as long as if she's watching over him, I'm good.
They
I'm good.
always are watching over. That doesn't mean they're going to catch them physically. They have to be allowed to make those mistakes. That just means that they've got loving presence around them.
Okay.
But your mom says there's no danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what your mom is trying to say.
He's going to pull out of it.
There's no immediate danger, which is I know is your biggest worry. That's what she says. Every parent, right? Every parent, their biggest worry is danger, right? Is there anything danger?
I just want to know he's gonna turn out. He's gonna be good. That's all.
Yes.
A
resounding yes. A resounding yes. The moment you asked that question, I heard yes. He's fine.
Okay. All right.
But he has to have his own wings.
I know that.
All right.
He's just in her not being around. He was very close with her, and I think it kind of threw him for a little bit. So I think he's just
maybe it'd be good for him to hear this too. Does Grandma have a maybe this would be good message for him to hear this show?
It will. It will.
Well, Grandma said his grandma says he's a good boy. Be a good boy.
She always said that. She always said that. He's a good boy.
Oh.
She always says that. Yep. All right.
So don't worry, Mom. He's a good boy. And tell him Grandma's watching.
Yes, Grandma's
So
watching.
he better be a good. He better be a good boy.
You're gonna
She
hear
says,
it.
you tell him I can see him everything now. That's what she said. You tell him I see everything
I'm going to
now.
tell
So he
him
better
everything.
be a good boy.
Oh, I love it.
That's so funny. Everything. Oh, thank you so much. I really thank you.
Oh, you bet, sweetheart. Big love to you. Stay connected, all right?
I will.
All right. See ya. Oh, I love special messages like that. Boy, you were like on fire connected with Mom today.
Well, she is so cute. And then I'm like trying to be professional, but she's talking in a Brooklyn
Talking.
accent.
I love your accent. That's awesome.
That's how she's talking to
I
me,
love
right?
it. Oh,
and
my
all the
God.
mannerisms come out, like my hands start going.
Oh, that is awesome. Good for you. All right, guys, we are taking calls today. I think I'm going to tell you some phone numbers, and we'll probably take a commercial break. So 1-888-298-5569, 1-888-298-5569, or 425-373-5527. Sue and Nadine, it's the Gratitude Cafe. We are taking calls. We're going to connect you with your loved ones, give you some love, give you some coaching, give you some perspective, thoughts, ideas. A new you. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Joe Dispenza. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a nonprofit organization called Give to Give. The Give to Give Foundation was created by a group of people who have studied my work or have participated in my workshops around the world. And by applying the principles of mind over matter and the mind-body connection, they've created outstanding changes in their lives or in their health, and they wanted to give back. The organization is dedicated to providing the proper resources to those people in need to gain the opportunity to learn exactly how to change their body or their lives. If you want to learn more about the Give to Give Foundation, or you know someone that needs help, or you simply want to make a donation, visit givetogive.com. Those who give don't always know how to love. Those who love always know how to give. Thank you.
Hey guys, Sue Lundquist here with the Gratitude Cafe. Yes, that's positive radio to feed your soul. You know what? Give me 20 minutes and I'm going to give you a lifetime of change. Learn to manage your mind. It's just you, just version 2.0. You hear me say it on the radio, new thoughts, new ideas, new perspective, and it's a new you. Let's have a conversation and stop your spinning. 206-300-2227.
Advertising, successful advertising that is all about being on the right platform with the right message the right amount of times. Do the right thing for your business. Advertise on the Gratitude Cafe with Sue Lundquist. Reach her loyal audience with your important message. Best of all, the options are affordable, so you can stretch your advertising dollar to reach the right amount of consumers. Learn more today at 206-300-2227. That's 206-300-2227.
Ready to release pain? Energy is not bound by space. Whether you're in Tennessee or Sue's own backyard of Woodinville, Washington, Sue Lundquist can do both in-person and distance energy healing. Sue holistically integrates a range of energy healing modalities that break through blockages and work through both the physical and emotional energy body. You'll find both a guide and a healer in working with Sue. Hire Sue now at SueLundquist.com or call 206-300-2227. That's 206-300-2227.
Following the herd is fine until they lead you off a cliff. Think for yourself. Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Dancing, yeah.
Is this where Super Sue comes in?
This is where Super Sue comes in. Oh, you're going to run with this, aren't
Totally
you?
knew it. Totally knew it.
Yay! Hey, Super Sue in the house. All right, guys. We are back. We're goofing off. We're having fun. We're loving on you. We're sharing a new perspective, new thoughts, new ideas, new you, connecting you with your loved ones. We are taking calls. 1-888-298-5569, 425 locally, 425-373-5527. Remind all of you, of course, you know it's 4th of July tomorrow, but please keep those animals and your bodies safe. Be smart. Watch the drinking. If you're doing that, please do not drive. Be smart and be safe and protect yourself and those animals. All right, Miss Nadine, welcome back, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi. So at the break, we were talking, because like we do, we talk during the break, and you were talking about your experience with your cat. Would you like to share that, please?
I sure would. So I recently had to make the really tough decision to put my cat to sleep. I tried everything to save him, but he was old and it was his time to go. But still, it was a really, really hard day. But I was just telling you, Sue, about what happened the day before he got sick, because I was talking to the vet about it, and cats are really good at hiding, and dogs as well. They're really good at hiding when they're sick. Like, I had no idea that he was sick at all, except the night before he got sick, he looked me right before I went to bed. He looked me square in the eyes and he said, "I'm dying." And it was just clear, right? It was just like clear as day. And I was like, whoa. And I shook my head and I'm like, oh, don't think like that. That's crazy. Like, right? You're like,
yeah.
Why would I think
that way? Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, don't put that out there. Right. I'm just like, and it freaked me out. And then I thought, and then I was kind of concerned, but not really. Cause I was like, that's crazy. Don't think like that. And then that night he got sick a little bit. Like he kind of threw up or whatever. And I was like, oh, whatever, hairball, not even thinking about it. But then the next day he didn't eat or, whatever. So I rushed him into the vet, and he spent the weekend trying to, they tried everything and nothing seemed to work. But it was so funny because when we had to go put him to sleep, it's like my mom, all my sisters, my daughter, we have like the whole room is just full of people crying. We're just bawling. Like, all of us are just messes, right? And the vet is like, wow, that's a really special cat. And he was super special. And we, I was there till the end with him, and he was talking to me, telling me he loved me and it was okay and all this stuff. And the nice thing about having like relatives, like my dad on the other side and animals on the other side, then you think, oh, you get to go see my dad. Like, that's how I think, right? Oh, my dad's gonna take care of you, right?
Oh,
so it's kind of nice in that sense. It's nice when you have people on the other side, because you know that your loved ones and your animals have people over there waiting for them that are going to take good care of them, right? And anyways, we took him out to our farm, and we made a beautiful grave for him under the maple tree. And it's right outside right outside the window where he'd always escape.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
And my best friend wrote a eulogy that was beautiful.
Oh, like, my heavens. You all went out. I love it.
I'm telling you, this cat had a better funeral than any funeral I've ever been to. My mom's so funny. She's like, I hope you guys have this nice a funeral for me. It was beautiful. And now my friend, she wrote this poem, and at the end it says, and now you'll be where all the doors are open. Because he was an escape artist, right? He always wanted to run out. And she's like, so now you'll be where all the doors are open.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, so it was really special. It was beautiful. And that's the thing I always tell people, like, the animals will always talk to us if we're open and we're listening.
Yeah, so will spirit, just like our last caller.
Just like spirit, exactly. You just have to trust those voices, right? But even me, even you, when we do this for a living, and I still went, that's crazy, right?
Oh, completely. Yeah, you're like, no. Why am I thinking such a horrible thought? Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But he was talking to me directly, right? And the thing is, I find with animals is that they're even more direct and easier to talk to than 100%. Than our human.
Yeah, they're just so direct.
Members.
Like, literally,
they're so
this
direct.
is it. Boom. Yeah. which is great because I want that from spirit world. I'm like, can you just give me a name and cut through all the other stuff, please? And that's been happening, but yeah. Yeah, I had to shut that down in Mexico. That was an interesting experience. There was a few times where I was like, I had to shake it off a bit. I'm just standing there, and of course, you and I've had this conversation. I'm one glass of champagne, half a glass of champagne, and then I'm like, oh, the floodgates are open. I literally had to just stop, shake my head, and go, nope, nope, nope. The door's closed. We are closed for business today.
No, I know, but it's so hard to stop. I know. I went to a wedding.
Oh,
I went to a wedding, and the same thing, especially I'm in this town, is like, and then as soon as someone walks up to me and there's like, I heard you're a medium. Are you a medium? And then boom. And
opens the door. Yeah.
It opens the door, right? Because then spirit's like, hey, they know you're a medium.
Yes.
Let's go. And then I'll get cornered.
Yes.
Right? I get cornered by people. And then I feel like it's hard for us in this work because we know how healing and important that message can be from spirit, right?
Yes.
So it's hard to not, especially when they're coming to you and they're like, and they're open and they're asking, right? Like, it's not like you're like, can I give you a message? It's more like, do you have a message for me?
Well, let's talk about that because that's huge. Because typically, I mean, when we're standing there and we're standing around, 4 or 5 people, and all of a sudden there's grandma coming through, and we're like, we got to figure this out. And then we've got to step out and say, may I have your permission? This is what I do, go through that whole spiel of stepping into our own truth and making sure everybody feels safe and the conversation is all in integrity. Big difference between somebody coming to you and going, oh my gosh, I heard you're a medium. Do you have a message from blah, something like that. There is a big difference there. But again, and I totally agree with you because when spirit comes to me and I'm all by myself, I tell them, y'all need to go get your humans. And then here I am telling them I'm closed for business when I've got a half a glass of champagne in my body. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't do that.
But it's true. But you do have to be closed. See, I'm closed for business. Like I don't, even if like you said, if I'm out in public and nobody's asking me for a reading, but spirit's knocking on the door, I can very easily say no.
Yeah.
Get your people to call my people. We'll figure it out, right?
Yep.
But when someone comes right into my face and is like, I heard you're a medium. Do you have any messages for me? Or even if they just, can I get your card?
Yes.
And all of a sudden it starts just flowing, right? Because especially if I'm in a public place or I'm at a wedding where I've had a drink and you're loosey-goosey a little bit, it doesn't take much. Right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
We're already there. And I think spirit just thinks it's hilarious because they're like, ooh, she's relaxed. She's having a drink. We'll knock on she'll let us in.
She'll let us in.
Her boundaries
are a little bit low. Totally.
Yeah, but then I end up missing the wedding because I'm doing, I'm giving
the readings
all night.
Yeah.
Oh, you should see when my family has a party. Imagine we're all psychic mediums.
Oh my
right?
heavens! I want to go to that party.
Oh, it's so crazy. Like we can't go anywhere because we end up we'll go to a bar and we end up all of a sudden you'll see we've given everybody in the bar reading. There's a lineup. I'm like, oh my god. And I always tell like my sister Michelle because Michelle doesn't do it for a living, right? Like my sisters are psychic mediums, but they do other things. Like they do other healing modalities, but not necessarily like just readings, right? But when they go out and they've had a couple drinks and they think it's fun, right? Because they're like, oh, this is my opportunity because they don't do it for a living.
Right.
Every time. I say to them every time, I'm like, you guys put me to work every time we go out. Like, like I end up working all night. I'm like, sometimes I just like to not work. I just want to have fun. Right?
Just want to have fun. I hear you. Well, audience, we are taking calls if you'd like to call in. 1-888-298-5569. Unless you just want to hear us chatterbox away and educate you, we'll be happy to do that too. But we'd love to connect you with your loved one. 1-888-298-5569, or, of course, locally, 425-373-5527. Let's talk. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to ask about, you remember the last caller about being a helicopter mom or even being an enabler?
Yes.
So I have a question for you because I have a friend who I love so much, one of my bestest friends in the world. And she has a daughter that is constantly like pushing those boundaries, like pushing the boundaries. And, wants her to just kind of manipulative, right? To try to get her mom to do everything for her. So enabling, and my friend enables her all the time. But how do you do that? How do you not enable someone as a parent? It's very hard because you love them. And you
literally have to stop. Okay, so you just have to. You have to just stop. You have to do it. And it's hard. I get that. I'm a mom of 3 teenage girls, but you literally have to and not take it personally. Meaning every soul comes into the human world with a contract, things they need to learn, things they need to overcome, things they need to, and I say that overcome and learn with compassion and love, not as a negative, right? But because all of it's a learning lesson. So if we cannot allow that soul to come into this world and learn those lessons, then we are completely doing them a disservice. It's like the parent that does everything in the house for them, the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, everything. That child has zero self-esteem on their own personal ability to be able to sustain themselves. Do you understand that?
Right.
I want to make sure I communicate that effectively. We've got callers coming in, so hang on just a second. But yeah, you as a parent, you have to step back and allow them to make those mistakes, as hard as it is, and say, you know what, it's okay. Let's pick up. Let's show them when they do fall down, and if they do fall down, I just say fall down. But if they skip, they stumble, whatever, allow them to do that, and then help them, guide them in getting back up again. You just cannot enable. You got to let them do it their own way. Otherwise, they're not going to build their own confidence and moral value.
Right.
And you want these new generations of people to have a good, constitution in their bodies. You want them confident. So,
and even though it goes against everything you feel like as a parent, right?
But what exactly are you feeling though? What is it that you're feeling? Are you feeling that you're responsible for all their actions and behaviors? I mean, ask yourself that.
Right.
Are you taking that on?
I think so. I think what happens sometimes is like you do everything for them as babies,
yes,
and then they grow up and grow up and grow up, and you're still in that doing everything like they're babies, kind of thing. And so it's a very hard ultimately to go, you're trying to make them independent, and you see that they are, and they are being independent and doing their own things. But it's like you have those kids that are independent and go off and do their own things, and you don't got to worry about them. And then you have other children who want to be dependent on you, who are fighting to be dependent on you, right? So
I'd send them off to camp. I would send them off to camp to get the apron strings cut. I literally would do it because it's got, and I laugh and I joke lovingly about this, and I say that people have heard me say this. I literally got fired from my morning job, meaning I was that mom that got up early, sauteed spinach, egg whites, fruit, and had it all laid. I was that mom, and they fired me. They're like, stop, because I was down there talking to them, and heaven forbid I talk to them in the morning, and but at least I set up the foundation and the example. And they know, and I've taught them how to cook that way if that's what they choose to do, and set that foundation. But they literally fired me, and I had to honor that because that was their boundary. They're like, all right, you know what? Stop the talking. We love you. Well, they didn't say we love you, but I'm sure they do. Somewhere in there they love me. I'm sure they do. But I say, and I do. I had to step back, and not only my heart was hurting, but I had to step back from the responsibility and go, oh my God, that was my life. That was, that is my life. That's my title. That's everything I'm consuming myself of, losing myself and being a mom. So I had to step out of that and go, all right, yep, kids, you know what? You're setting up your boundaries. You're absolutely correct. And it can be flipped with a mom too, with a child doing the same thing. You literally have to cut those apron strings and show them that they can stand on their own 2 feet themselves, because you're doing an absolute disservice by doing everything for them and enabling that behavior.
So to empower them versus enabling.
Yes, please, please, please. Otherwise, you're going to have a 40-year-old living in your house. You want that? I mean, seriously.
And then there's me. Then there's me. I'm like, well, that'd be okay.
No, it would not. No, it would not, sweetheart. I know. Okay, so we have a caller, baby. We're going to take our last caller, Barbara from Seattle. Is it Barbara Lee?
Yes.
Hi, Barbara Lee. This is Sue, and please meet Nadine. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi. Hi, Nadine.
Hi.
So we were goofing off. We were having a good conversation. Barbara Lee, is there a question that you have?
Yes, I'm being kind of directed to move to Sedona, which is probably one of the last places on earth I want to go. I just kind of want to know if you have any insight as to why I'm being directed there.
Oh, interesting. Nadine, what did you hear?
Well, right away I heard a yes. And I heard it's a gravitational pull. It has something to do with needing. So I don't know. I'm from Canada, so I'm not sure. But when I see Sedona, I feel like there's a lot of like, is there like rocks and crystals and vortexes or something there?
Yes, it's very much that.
Okay. So that's what I feel like. I feel like spiritually you're being drawn there for healing.
Okay.
So is there something going on where you feel like you need to be healed?
I am a healer.
Oh, you are a healer. Okay. So it has to do with healing. So this will maybe to expand what you're already doing. But as healers, we also need to always be healing ourselves, correct? Because
right.
we're always
and I do that all the time.
Perfect. So what I feel might be happening is that this is the next step or the next level in your healing journey, in your ability to heal others. So there's going to be something there that is going to advance you, and you're going to grow, and it's going to just take you to a higher frequency and a higher vibration to help others. That's what I feel. I feel that's why it's a magnetic, like the way they show it to me is it's like a magnetic pull.
Okay. I just saw two magnets pulling back and forth. Yeah, and you can also, Barbara Lee, you can also choose to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was the same when I came here. It was a real pull to get me here. It was not. This is not a place. If you picked the top 10 places I don't want to live, Seattle was right there, and Sedona's the next one.
Oh, interesting. So there must be a reason. I mean, obviously, there's a reason why you've come to both places.
Yes.
Interesting. How's your healing practice and everything going on in life now? Are you finding joy in what you're doing?
I love it, and I do much more teaching in Europe than I do here.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts in Europe?
I'm in Vienna and Germany quite a bit.
Oh, beautiful. That's my next step. I love it. Italy and Europe for sure. Wonderful. Do you have any other questions, Barbara?
No, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
You betcha. Thank you for calling in, love. Keep in touch. I want to know how Sedona goes.
Okay, thanks.
I do, seriously.
Right.
All right, love. See ya. All right, darling. Just you and me.
That was
just
it. You and me.
She's
Is
gone.
that what did you get that too? Did you feel the strong yes?
I got a different answer. That's why I allowed you to do it. I let you roll with it. It was kind of an indecisive, so I was like, but
I think because you were feeling her.
Oh, was that it? Yeah, it was weird. I was like, oh, interesting, because I had this little gut feeling, and I'm like, Nadine, I'm gonna let you roll with this one.
And that's exactly where you're supposed to be, because I could feel that coming. You're just picking up her energy and her aura, because that's exactly, I could feel that in my gut too.
Oh,
right?
good.
Yeah.
Good
absolutely.
teaching moment for me, love. Thank you.
Yes. You could feel her indecisiveness, because even though she says I'm being pulled there, right, wanting an answer, but you can feel, like, I could feel like a butterfly.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it. I'm
me too.
Yeah.
Because I still, even with, I feel like even with the validation that we just gave her, she's still hesitant. There's still, she doesn't know, right? So we're just one avenue.
Yep.
Of her confirmation. So she'll probably have to get a couple more confirmations before she makes the big step. I suggest just taking a visit down there before making a big move or anything like that. But I mean, Spirit is obviously drawing her there.
Yes.
And she feels, and I feel it too. Like, and it does have to do with advancing in her healing.
Which
Absolutely.
makes sense. There's a lot there for sure.
Yeah, I need to know the states more. I'm like,
Arizona.
Okay,
Sedona.
Arizona. Okay, it's in
I got you,
Arizona.
girl.
Okay.
At least a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit. I'm.
Yeah.
We need Benny back. Benny's in the auxiliary doing traffic, but I'm like, oh, Benny, you need to help us out. But no, I've got that one. At least I've
Yeah,
got
and,
Arizona.
and for me too, like if she's still listening, I feel like Sedona, but I feel she's more in the countryside. Like to get out of the city, I feel like she needs to be more where it's more rural or more just outside of the city.
That's Sedona. That
Oh, okay.
is Sedona.
Oh,
So there's Phoenix, Arizona. There's Scottsdale, Arizona, and that's more city-ish. And then you
okay,
go out
okay.
into the mountains and the vortex, and it's a small little metaphysical community. It's really, and it does. It has
Oh,
vortexes and crystals. It's known for that. It's incredible.
right.
Red
Okay,
Rock,
okay,
Bell
okay,
Rock.
okay. Now I know exactly where you're talking about because yes, I know where you're talking about. My sister's gone there, and they do lots of like events and
Yes.
workshops. Yes, Kate. No, I know. I
Yep.
just must have had a blank brain moment there. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, so there's the vortexes and the crystal shops and all that stuff there. Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Right. You know where I want to go? I want to go to what's it called? Lilydale?
What?
Have you ever heard of Lilydale?
Lily Dale. I have not heard of Lily Dale. Am I going to have to
I
look
think
this up?
Yeah, and it's a commune. I think it's called Lilydale, where it's all psychics and mediums live there.
What?
Yes, and you have to like pass a test
What?
to be able
Where?
to live there.
Are you flying to the moon, girl? What? Wait a minute. Come back to Earth for just a minute. What are you talking about, Lily Dale?
Okay, I think it's
feel like you went to
Lilydale.
Fairydale or Fairyland or something. I mean, like, what are you talking about?
It's called Lily. I think it's I might be wrong here, but I think it's Lilydale, and it's like it's like a little community or town of all psychics and mediums, and you have to be a psychic medium, and you have to like pass this test to even live there.
Wow. Okay,
It's like the best of the best. Or something.
I'm gonna have to look it up. Do you
Google
have any? I will. I'll totally Google it. Do you have any? It's in the U.S.
It's in the U.S. and that's it's on my places to go. Like that's where I want to go visit. 'Cause
Interesting.
people go there from all over to get readings, and they're all like, yeah.
Well, audience, if you know about that, send me a link. I mean, obviously, when I get off the radio, I'll go check it out. But that's interesting, huh?
Lilydale.
Lilydale.
I'm like 90%.
I get these.
Sure
You say Lilydale, and I get this like fairyland image, and I'm like, I start giggling, going, "No, this can't be real. Really?
It is. It's a real place. It's a real place.
Oh my God. Okay, we've got about 8 minutes. We got to chit chat and talk about how incredible it's going to be when you're over in Vancouver, and that you're going to come to Seattle, and I'm going to go to Vancouver, and we are going to spread our love and education around to everybody.
Right, exactly. And it's going to be just like our radio show.
Yep.
Like really, it's going to be just us, answering questions and giving readings to live audiences, and however many people are there, big or small, we will be there for them.
Absolutely.
To support them in their journeys and to deliver messages. And it's going to be so exciting.
It is. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to introduce you to the Pacific Northwest down here as well. I know there's lots of people that are excited to see both of us in person and play with us. So with that, all of our listeners and everybody around, Canada and the U.S., quite frankly, obviously I'm based in Seattle. Nadine's based in Canada. We'll soon be in Vancouver, so we'll be neighbors. We are looking for a holistic Center for Spiritual Living, yoga studios, holistic places, places that would be spiritual gift shops, bookstores, stuff like that, yoga studios that will host us to have us come in and do events like this and create a win-win. It's very important that we both create a win-win. We'd like to support you, you support us. This will be a paid event, so just know that moving forward to everybody. What else? We get something else to chat about. Anything else coming up for you?
I'm just thinking, the biggest thing for me lately has just been my communication with animals is getting stronger and stronger. So I think that it's kind of a crossover that I didn't expect. And I
really though, because your love for animals and how attached you are to them.
I know, but I just never thought that you could communicate with animals. I don't know why. I guess as a little
Girl,
but
wait a minute. Back up. Wait, what?
I know.
What?
But you know what it reminded me of when I was little? When I was a little girl, I used to honestly think that I could communicate with animals. You know, when you're little and you have like no doubts in your mind about anything.
Oh, yeah.
And you just think, I can do this. And I remember like knowing that I could hear them, that I could talk to them, that they could understand me. And it's funny as you grow up and you go, oh, that's so crazy. You know, even with spirits, even like being able to talk with spirits or having knowings, like there was years and years there where I was like, that's crazy.
Oh,
like,
I know.
There's no such thing. Even though I come from a family of like psychics and stuff, I was like, no, you know, that's just my imagination and this and that, until spirit's knocking on your door so hard and you're like, okay, fine. I
big
guess
time.
you're for real.
Yes, big time. Absolutely.
Big time.
So,
but I'm
go
finding
ahead.
that I'm enjoying it more.
Good.
That I'm really like diving more into the animal communication. And as I open myself up to that, I'm getting more and more clients that are based just for that, right? That are just like, can you talk to my animal who's alive? Can you talk to my animal who's crossed? You know, and I'm just loving it.
Oh,
I just love it. And maybe it is because my connection with animals is so strong, you know, that it's finally coming to me.
Yes.
More and more, right? So you never know like where your path is going to lead you, you know?
I love how psychically connected I am to my animal, especially my Levi.
Yeah, he's your baby.
Oh my heavens. I mean, it's crazy. And I love the fact that I literally heard him laugh. I thought I told you that.
You did not tell me that.
Oh my God, we were playing. I thought I told you. All right, well, time's gone by. So literally we were goofing off and I was on the floor with him like I do. I play with him and I hid around the corner and I'm down on my, you know, hands and knees, kind of crouched down like dogs do, getting ready to pounce, you know, playing with him when he comes around the corner, and he couldn't find me. And he's like, and then I could hear him rustling around on the carpet. And then he came around the corner and I went, ha! And he started laughing. He's like, oh my God. I totally heard him laugh. It's like it was the best thing in the world. And I still feel that. And it brings me so much joy. It was so awesome. Oh, I just love it.
Such magic.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. I love it, love it, love it.
Well, we've talked about it before, how Levi is a very old soul.
Oh, yes, he is.
And you've had him before. Like, you've had him in lifetimes before. I can feel it with him.
Yes.
Like, when I see you two together, you guys have had this connection multiple times.
Yes, I would totally agree with you. I'm still trying to figure out what those connections are. But there's a humanistic connection, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel that, too. It's funny. Like, I feel like, but I was just asking him because I was just like, was he a human at some point? But I don't think he was a human. But I think over time, like, because he's had so many lifetimes with you, is that your connection, he is very human-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so human. Like, you know, and I say this might be funny, but, you know, I'm going to say a breast graze or a boob graze. You know, when you say that, but I'll graze him by accident or touch or bonk his nose. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm sorry, honey. Like, I'm respecting him. I mean, I respect animals anyways, but, you know, that's our relationship. I'm like, oh, pardon me. Oh, excuse me. You know, I mean, that's how
he's your person.
He is totally my person. It's just,
your person.
He's my person.
And I love that because he's been with you so many lifetimes. That's why you guys have that unbreakable bond, and you just know it.
Oh,
you just know, right?
Yeah, he's my boy. Love that boy. And I'm trying to. I'm not trying. I am. I'm working hard on getting us a wakeboard and him a little life jacket, so it's big enough that we can go out and paddleboard. Not wakeboard, paddleboard.
Yeah.
Get a big paddleboard so we can go out on the lake and just play around and goof off.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say because he keeps showing me. Did you switch snacks? Are you out of one of his snacks? Like, did you just run out of something? Because he's just showing me. He's like, this is my favorite snack, and we don't have it.
I will go check. I've got him on new little treats.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. But does he not like them or something? Because he keeps saying like you switch snacks or something. Because the ones he's showing me are like long. It's like a long piece that's maybe for his teeth or something, like a long chew.
He wants the long chewies, and he doesn't get those all the time because he swallows them. No, he can't. Even though they're organic and all that, of course, those are his favorite. I know he would have it every day, 24/7. Little turkey.
That's what he's showing me. He's like, I want the long tree.
I know he does. I'm fully aware of that, the little turd. I know. That's funny. That's funny. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. Well, we're rounding up the hour. To all of you out there in Radio Land, we love you very much. We are going to continue with our readings. I've got some special guests coming on. Nadine and I'll talk about that behind the scene. But next Tuesday, we are doing live readings. So make sure you call in, get connected to your loved ones, get some practical education, guidance, and coaching, all that good stuff. Nadine, remind everybody how to get a hold of you really fast.
Nadine Greca, I'm the only one in the world. So just Google me or call me at 306-480-2889.
Yes, and you can find us all right here at SueLundquist.com. All right, until next time, each of you are a gift. Get out there and share yourself with the world.
If you like the show, help more people find us by adding your review of the show on iTunes. The more reviews we get, the more people we can reach with this inspiring message on the Gratitude Cafe. Simply search for Gratitude Cafe in iTunes, hit subscribe, and add your honest review. It would help us immensely and we'll be forever grateful. It's one of the best ways you can give back to the show with your review. Thanks for tuning in to the Gratitude Cafe. Don't forget, every week is a new show, and you could submit your questions at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. The show goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Seattle on Seattle's Alternative Talk AM 1150. You can also call in to the show at 425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569. Find the live streaming link at SueLundquist.com/Gratitude Cafe. We'll see you next week.